Nothing is black and white except for winning and losing. And maybe that's why people gravitate to that so much. And so here we have an entrepreneur who has been pulled to the game of winning and losing by opening his own venture and has tested his luck with the black and white. Let's call him up on stage.
Mr. Milind Bhavashi, Vice President at Essential Advisors, Investor Relation Counselor, Advisory Board Member, Head Equity Research at Inventure Growth and Securities, Lead Equity Research Analyst at JN Financial Institution Securities, Equity Research Analyst and Anagram Stock Broking Limited. Can we have you on the stage, sir?
Oh, can we have you on stage?
Research at Inventor Growth and Securities, Lead Equity Research Analyst at JN Financial Institution Securities, Equity Research Analyst at Anagram Stock Broking Limited.
Students through their internship and also as a part of employees in your company. I would like to start the interview by asking you a very general question which I guess all the entrepreneurs expect. What prompted you to start your venture?
Inclination or idea to start a venture for me is to create valuation. See, like for example, if you are in a job, what you earn is your salary. But if you are in a business, entrepreneurship, what you can create is valuation. What does valuation mean? Suppose if you create a profit of 1 crore rupees in a year, the value that you get is a multiple of it. Right? It could be a PE multiple. It could be 15 times, 20 times if you are growing very fast. So maximum salary typically a CEO would get is probably 1 CR. But in business, if you can create a profit of 1 CR, your valuation could be 20 CR. Right? So that's the ability to create valuation that you get in entrepreneurship is what drove us to business.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. What do you think is the most important for an entrepreneur?
For an entrepreneur, it's definitely vision because you start with a dream and you always, as an entrepreneur, you always dream. So I think vision is the most important part of entrepreneurship.
Not the goal, really, because I feel
for me it's
goal is something you want to achieve.
See, a goal would be what you give to your employees, but as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, you're always dreaming, you're not dreaming big. So vision to me is most important part of the business.
The next question would be, is it easy for yourself?
Oh, it's really, really easy to work for somebody else because as an entrepreneur, it's like living in a dungeon. You are hit by everyone, right from your employees, your suppliers, everyone is hitting on you, and seriously, I think it's like living in a dungeon.
You're fine with it. I mean, you're liking it more than working for somebody else.
Yeah, because it's the vision to create a valuation eventually.
What 3 pieces of advice would you give to our college students who want to become entrepreneurs?
3 pieces of advice. One would be a visionary, 2, be brave, and 3rd would be focus on doing, because having a vision is one thing, but ability to do it and execute it will most count eventually, So focus on doing it.
And so what do you think that a person should, what traits should a person have to actually execute what his vision is or what his dream is? How difficult it is and what traits a person should actually have?
I think just roll up your sleeves and do it. There's no rocket science or no formula to it.
Maybe that's a very good answer because we as students don't have to think much. We just have to put on our socks and just start doing it. That's the best part because we don't have to think much. I guess the students will agree.
Yes. Just do it.
So if you had a chance to start your career over again, what would you do differently?
My biggest regret, is that I started entrepreneurship very late. I worked for 5 years in some company and then started entrepreneurship. If I was to do it all over again, I would really wish that I started my business when I was in college and then maybe eventually called as a college dropout.
So don't you think experience matters? Because if you want to do something, maybe the experience that you got for 5 years helped you?
Yeah, experience does matter, but starting early in your career, like as I said, starting in college itself gives you a lot of lead time to make mistakes, because whenever you start something new, you're doing your business, you're bound to make mistakes. So, see, if you're starting early compared to your peers, by the time they are graduate, they are MBAs, you would have done all your mistakes. And when they are just stepping into a fresh job, you would be ready, with a good business in your hand and done with all your mistakes. So start early. That's the idea to win in entrepreneurship.
Maybe start early by studying everything and doing a good research and homework.
See, studying everything is impossible. You study everything on the go. College education, yes, it is important. It will give you, actually college education gives you time to think what you want to do for the rest of your life.
What is your greatest fear and how do you manage it?
See, right now my greatest fear is, we believe that we'll grow very fast in our business. So my fear right now is how will I manage this kind of growth? And how to manage this is I just live with it.
So do you have certain plans in your mind as to how to tackle with it or how to go about it, or you're just waiting and
I think
as it comes you will take it?
Sure. See, I think we'll figure out a way on the go itself. There is no way, I don't know right now how we'll manage this kind of growth, but we'll figure it out on the way.
So one instance which got you in trouble and how did you tackle with it?
We are in trouble every day actually, and we just try to handle our fears, the troubles. Sometimes it takes time, sometimes we lose money in certain areas, but that's how we go about
So
it.
maybe you could just elaborate on one situation where you lost money and how did you just go about it? What did you do?
See, we are into business of investor relations, so right now we are preparing a manual for investor relation officers across the world. Now, a manual is a very small thing, it's like a textbook, but we did research, we researched last 10 years of data for it, we prepared a manual, we showed it to people for validation, and then we realized that it was rubbish. So we prepared it all over again. Second time we did it, we did validation and people thought it was just okay. Now our idea is to reach to the level of excellence. So we have been keep on doing it over and over again. So that's where we lose time as well as money, sometimes.
Maybe that's the part and parcel of...
It is.
So if you were conducting this interview, what question would you ask?
To you? Or to all the students, like my question would be, how big can you think? How big can you create your net worth? How big do you think you can take your company to? So think bigger in terms of, don't narrow yourself, don't compare yourself to others, just think larger, because what you think is what you become.
Thank you, sir. Build your dreams or someone else will hire you to build theirs. What is your take on this?
Surely build your own dreams because you only live once, So go for this adventure, and I hope your families also support you, because in entrepreneurship, a lot of family support required. But yes, try to live your own dream, because then, you're not working every day. You're just enjoying, you are motivated, self-motivated, you don't need external motivation. And you enjoy, when you're working for yourself. So that's the fun part.
Thank you so much, sir. Actually, we've come to an end of the interview, and I would like to ask you some wacky questions, some rapid fire round, if you don't mind. So the first, you have to be really fast, sir. The first question goes this way: what trophy do you want on your mantle?
Best Entrepreneur Award.
Okay. If you could be any superhero, then who would it be, and what power would you possess?
It would be Krish, because my daughter likes Krish.
And that's a very sweet answer, sir. If you have a birthday cake and exactly have 3 pieces, and further you have to cut it into 8 pieces, what will you do?
That's a very mathematical question.
But sir, you're into numbers every day, so we thought of asking you.
Could you please come again?
If you have a birthday cake and exactly have 3 pieces, and further you have to cut it into 8 pieces, what will you do?
You just cut it.
Okay, so yes, ma'am.
Yeah, sure, please.
That, in 1, 2, 3 to it, and I'll make it one more part for myself that we call 9, so it will be much more larger.
That's a very good answer. Without staple pins.
You can hit it someone, you can remove the pins which are already stapled, you can play with it, you can leave it in your desk, you can use it as a paper holder, you know. Paperweight, yes. And finally, if you like the color, you can maybe hold it in your hand.
Thanks. If you were written about in the newspaper on the front page, what would be the headline?
It would be entrepreneur who creates large valuation for his company. I think that's the buzzword right now, you know, whenever you open the newspaper, you're looking at Flipkart, Zomato. So that's the buzzword, and you know, you tend to live in that buzzword itself.
If you could sing one song on Indian Idol, which song would it be? And we would like you to sing the song.
On Indian Idol.
Yes.
Oh, then this is for my wife. जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, तुम देना साथ मेरा, हम ना
if there was a movie produced about your life, who would play the role of you? Who would play you and why? Abhishek Bachchan, Vivek Oberoi, and Tushar Kapoor.
What a choice.
Purposely given you this choice.
I think Tushar Kapoor. You know, he's an underdog.
So last question. If you had to go on a date with a female celebrity, who would it be?
Many choices actually. Why would you go with just one female celebrity?
So you have only one choice to make.
10 years back it would be Aishwarya Rai. Today it is Deepika Padukone.
That's a good choice.